Hi Gemini, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another you versus them. Gemini, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action we can expect in this connection. And Gemini, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you, leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back, all my subscribers, and welcome in newcomers. Gemini spirit. Alright, Gemini newcomers, I'm setting down two sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center I'm going to have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies. If this is your reading, Gemini, you'll know which side you resonate best with. For me, this is going to be person A here, and this is going to be person B. Bottom of my deck, I have the Ace of Wands. Somebody wants to have a passionate brand new beginning, it seems. From the first look at the cards here, Gemini, I do sense somebody here who may have turned their back on this connection in the past may want to put in the work now. Now they want a happily ever after. They want, that safety, security of a long-term connection. They are hoping the other person hasn't moved on to new love because they are ready now. This person is ready, but they're very burdened and very overwhelmed because maybe they are the ones who turned their back in the past. So the other person says, yes, I was manifesting the same thing. I want to have something stable, something long-term. But, this connection ended. They betrayed my trust. They hurt me. They left me for dead. They brought in competition or fighting or something here, which I felt like, what a waste of time. Nothing really happened here. I mean, whatever I was manifesting with this person didn't happen. This is not my soulmate. Maybe this is a false soulmate connection. Maybe I was wrong in even thinking that this is my person. So let's see what's going to happen. Of course, I'm going to clarify these cards for you, Gemini. But before that, I'm going to ask the universe. Spirit, tell me what's going on with Gemini and their person. Why are they both feeling this way? Gemini and their person. Gemini and their person. All right. So the first card here, Gemini, says acceptance. I think this is person B who says if it was probably not meant for me. So what is meant for you you will not miss. So I think one person here has come to the acceptance. Maybe this was never meant to be. Second card here says balance. There was a need for equal give and take in this connection. I think that is what was missing. Balance. The third one here says leap of faith. Taking a risk in love. Somebody needs to do that, I guess. But if they stay scared and they say, oh my God, I messed it up in the past, I want to, but how do I do it now? Then that could be a problem. So Spirit says, if you want your love, then you have to take that risk. You may be accepted, you may not be. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to start with your dialogue message cards here, Gemini. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then I'll clarify the rest. Alright, so Gemini and their person, Spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Gemini and their person. Alright, let's take a few more from another deck. Gemini and their person, Spirit. Okay, and we'll take a few more from a third deck, Gemini, and then we'll start the reading. Gemini and their person, Spirit. Okay, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Gemini, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here says, I'm angry with you, but really, I'm angry at myself. I honestly don't think anyone will love you more than I did. Just saying. I've been hurt so badly. I don't know if I can really love again. You check all my boxes. How can that be possible? I need to clear my pending karmas. My love for you has grown stronger with time. I wish I hadn't listened to what others had said. I can never free my soul from you. I spend a lot of time thinking about you, wishing things were different. It wasn't you. It was me. I'm to be blamed. I accept fault for this. Life hasn't been too nice to me, and I took that out on you. And the last one says, a part of me died when I let you go. All right, so these were some of your messages. If these were resonating with your storyline, Gemini, let's start the reading. I'm going to first focus on you, Person A, then I'll move to the other side later. And newcomers, please remember, I'm addressing these two sides as Person A and Person B because I could be dealing with two Geminis here. But if this is your reading and you've been resonating till now, you'll immediately pick up which side you're on and who this person is for you in your life. And yes, it can be a love interest, spouse, ex, secret crush, could even be a business partner, relative, best friend, co-worker. Please use your own judgment. It is a general reading. All right, so Person A, let's start with you now. In your feelings, emotions, what's the Three of Wands? What's the Three of Wands? Yeah, they're very angry. This person is very angry. They're very upset. I think when they had an opportunity, when the other person was, saying like, make up your mind, or, let's have that talk or something. I think this person behaved very rudely. They could have behaved very rudely, or they could have disregarded the other person. Even though I think heart of hearts, they did have feelings, I don't know, but at that point, I think this person just turned their back and they behaved like, it's my way or the highway, and, my rules or something like that they did, which I think in turn made the other person very upset and angry. But it is a King of Swords and a Queen of Swords connection, right? Even though one person behaved very badly, this was like maybe a feeling that this is a soulmate bond and we are meant to be together. So I think now they are looking into their future and recognizing, oh, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. This is the person I should have been with, would have made my perfect, partner for life. They were so loving and kind and generous. It's making them more and more angry because they are the ones who turned their back. Now it's like, they want to put in their work, they want to now offer their whole heart, but again, the thing is, now they're going to look like a loser, right? They are the ones who were playing the mind games. Now they'll have to maybe come crawling back and apologize, and then it's like, oh my God, what will they think? After all this while, I'll have to go and eat my words, or, bend down or something like that. So even then, they're not sure if the other person is available, or if they do approach, will they be accepted or rejected? So, Eight of Pentacles. What's the Eight of Pentacles? Yeah, they want to put in the work now. They want to offer a brand new beginning. This person wants to take that risk. Why do you want to take the risk now after all that bad behavior of yours, Person A? Because now they are seeing the connection as a Ten of Cups. The other person is checking all their boxes. Now they see their future. Now they want this emotional happiness. This person could be very sad and very depressed now that they've lost out, and they are the cause of the loss because they are the ones who behaved badly. Now they desperately want a second chance. But the point here is they are the ones who lied, cheated, ghosted in the past. The person who they now see as a wish come true. Okay, so what's the Ace of Cups in reverse for you? They're a little afraid to take action. This person is a bit afraid to take action in case the other person rejects them or doesn't want them anymore, or is not even stressed out about them. What if they've rebuilt their life now and they no longer want me anymore in their life? So they don't really have the courage. They are very disappointed at their own selves. They wish they had put in the investment earlier. They did not. And they know they disappointed their person, and now in turn they are now kicking themselves, going through the dark night of the soul because this person never made the choice, or they didn't make the right choice at the right time. It's like, how do I now make them forget about everything of the past and ask for a new beginning? So they are expecting a no from the other person. So tell me then, Person A, how do you see the connection currently, and how do you see the other person now? Emperor. What's the Emperor? They want to start from scratch. This person knows the only way that they can level up or prove to the other person is they have to start from ground zero. They would not just have to go and apologize, right? But they would have to go and be vulnerable, maybe offer their whole heart, tell the other person that no, I want to be in a committed relationship with you, but they are not sure of what the other person is going to say. It's like, will they have their sword out? Will they cut my head off? Will they see me for what I've become now? Or is it too late? So this person is very, very burdened, very overwhelmed, because they don't know if they come back in this new avatar of theirs, what the reaction is going to be. Why the Ten of Wands? Person A, tell me. Yeah, they are, they know what they did. They know they are not going to be let off easy for all their bad behavior, their lying, cheating ways, their ghosting. It's like, oh my God, why did I do what I did? What if the other person has moved on? And then if I do go and offer them my whole heart and be vulnerable and all that, and I lose, or I look like a loser. This person is going through the dark night of the soul. They're very disappointed, I think, in their own past behavior, really lacking the courage right now to even face the consequences of their bad behavior. Okay, so you will have to take action, or you're going to stay stuck in that loop, person A. So this is your action card, which of course I'll open later. Right now I'm going to go to the other side, see how person B is feeling, and then we'll do the action cards together. So person B, let's talk with you then. What's the magician for you? Yeah, see, person B, for a long time, they had offered their whole heart. They were ready to offer everything. They did. Person A, they did see you exactly as you've become now. They saw you as a divine counterpart. They had respect for you. They saw you as somebody who, they wanted to have a Ten of Pentacles, where they already thought that you were their true partner. They were manifesting it for a long time. But then some truth came to light. Person B says, yeah, the truth was that this person never stepped up. They never stepped up. They never offered me commitment. They were not ready for a commitment. It made me very upset and very angry, because I did see them as my divine counterpart at one time. I was manifesting a happily ever after with them. I was offering them my whole heart. But they turned out to be somebody who never reciprocated. Why do you feel this way, person B? Person B says, because in return, they just plunged 10 swords in my back. They hurt me, they betrayed me, they created conflict, and they were out there getting attention. I respected them so much. I really thought this person would grow up or take action one day, but they offered me nothing. They offered me nothing. So I think person B got fed up of the trials and tribulations and the arguments, or maybe the competition, or whatever happened here. I think person B finally gave up and said, I'm not going to wait for you anymore. It's time for me to choose a brand new path for myself. Here, I'm the only one putting in the energy, effort, and you're not putting any work into this connection. So, well, it's time for me to accept that you're not my soulmate. Otherwise, this connection would be going forward and not backward, right? So I think person B is the one who gave up hope. So tell me then, how do you see the connection currently? How do you see person A? How do you feel about the connection right now as I'm doing the reading? Person B says, I feel sad. I feel bad because I put in a lot of time, energy, investment into this connection, hoping that they would love me as much as I would love them. But then I had to take a step back and reflect on, was it a fair connection, or was I the only one who was offering them something and they were just being a player or being immature and they only wanted passion? So I had to block this connection out of my life, Omkaratarot. I had to go into acceptance mode that this is a false soulmate. Otherwise, we would have had an equal give and take. I was giving them my cup, they should have given me their cup back in return, which they didn't. So I had to conclude that this person was just a player and nothing else. I think person B did love person A, but they felt unnurtured, uncared for, breadcrumbed, and they felt the other person never opened up emotionally to them. Okay, so let's see then what actions you guys will take. I'm going to take another deck for this one, Gemini. And while I shuffle this deck now, may I also now please remind you, if the storyline has been resonating, to please let me know. You can do that by tapping on the thumbs up button or leaving me a comment or both. And newcomers, repeating viewers, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. We welcome you in. So person A, I'm back with you now. Action from your end towards person B or otherwise in your own life. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. They want to come out of this lack that they feel. I think this person feels a lack of love in their life. Okay, so tell me about the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Why the 5 of Pentacles in reverse? Queen of Pentacles. 10 of Cups, wow, 10 of Swords, and the King of Cups. This person definitely is wanting love in their life. I think they're going through the dark night of the soul. Now that they've recognized, they're scratching their head. What did I do? This is the person I want for the rest of my life, the perfect life mate. I want to spend the rest of my life with them, but they are devastated with the fact that they caused whatever they caused, and now they're trying to figure out a way to come out of the cold with the other person. So will you take any action? Page of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, 2 of Cups, Hanged Man. They're thinking about it. Maybe this person is a bit stuck. They're trying to figure out a way, but they also know that it's not going to be easy. They would probably have to start from scratch, from ground zero. Even then, they are not sure if the other person has already moved on or have they found somebody else. So they would have to be very cautious, I guess, or start from scratch and hope for the best, hoping at least to end the conflict so that peace can be restored. And if that happens, then maybe there is a chance that they can get a second chance. So they are trying to figure out a way to come out of the cold with the other person. Okay, so person B, what about you? Action from your end towards person A or otherwise in your own life now. Person B. Ace of Swords. Person B says, I know the truth about this person. I'm focused more on my future. I'm cutting away the past. I'm not even thinking about it anymore, Omkaratarot. What's the Ace of Swords? Do you want to clear the air with person A, or is this you cutting person A away and saying I'm focusing on my future? Clarify this for me, please. 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, person B says, I think I tried enough. I'm the one who put in all the work, energy, effort, but this is what they did. They are the ones who left me out in the cold. Now they are saying they are feeling lonely. They are the ones who did that first, Omkaratarot. I realize that I have to leave this behind. I have to leave all these empty cups they were offering me. In fact, I'm on the brink of starting a brand new chapter of my life. I want to take leaps of faith into new directions now. I've been single for a long time and I've kind of gotten comfortable with that. And I'm focusing on my own future now. So, well, that's what I have for you then. Gemini, till next time then. Love and light. Take care. Namaste.